Welcome to the Love and Victory Show with Val, where we will bring you candid conversation. In each conversation, we will talk about real life ups and downs while tackling unresolved matters. We will also unmask issues and truly speak straightforward and candid about our needs and brokenness, while allowing ourselves to exhale so that we can become victorious. This is a place where you can be open to the possibilities of living life in abundance while gaining tools to become bold and complete. So let's get to it. You know, have you ever thought about it? Or maybe you didn't, or maybe you did. When it's right in front of you. You know, I just kept looking past something, but I knew that person was up to no good. But I just looked past it when it was right in front of your face. That person was up to no good. Think about it. We're going to talk about it today.
No.
Not you. Okay. I'm just looking at you. You're a good person. I'm just talking to you. You know, you're so handsome, baby. Sometimes when I turn to you, I just get stuck on you.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't think you did nothing wrong. You ain't did nothing wrong.
I ain't did nothing.
No,
He's right in front of you.
Yeah, you right in my face.
Okay.
Okay. All right, then. Let's go. It's time for that intro.
All right.
Tell the people.
Let's get it cracking.
Let's introduce everybody.
Okay,
Brother
then.
Carter, that's your job.
We did the
You're
dinner.
cute.
Oh, I'm behind schedule, huh?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, man. So
What's in your cup?
when it's right in front of you, you know, sometimes you get confused when it's right in front of you.
There you go.
Well done.
And so right in front of us today, we have Barnes and Barnes law firm here today.
We're coming for you. It's giving rich. It's giving wealthy.
Yeah, it's giving wealthy.
Yes, we have Miss Jennifer Barnes here today, and we have Trecia Barnes here today. So welcome, ladies, to the show.
Thank you.
All right.
You guys didn't know I had a twin?
Yeah.
I also did not know.
Well, I'm glad you guys got to meet on the show.
I have given your names, so I need you to
Look into the camera
wait a minute.
and introduce yourself. Tell
There
them
you go.
who you are.
Yeah, tell people a little bit about yourself.
Yeah,
there. Starting
okay.
with you, Miss Jennifer.
Okay. I'm Jennifer Barnes. I'm the mother of the lovely Abigail, the boss of the show and of my life. And Abby and I know this firsthand because she is also my boss on our show here on the
What is it called?
It is called Journeys and Ambitions.
Journeys
It's
and
Fridays
Ambitions.
at 11 a.m. Central Time here on LV with Val Radio.
There you go.
That journey and ambition come from your first name being Jennifer and her last name being, her first name
Hey,
being.
We got,
Abby.
somebody really smart gave us that idea.
Okay. That was cool.
Love and victory.
Yeah.
Love and victory.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's good.
You like that, huh?
See what we did there?
Yeah.
You just understood. It just.
No.
Oh, you've been.
Hey, Treece, how you doing?
I'm great.
All right. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, put your beautiful smile on the camera there and tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I'm Trecia Barnes.
In the house.
I'm also a mother of two, Lauren and Hunter.
Don't be bashful. Go on and speak it, girl. Tell the people about yourself.
Okay, Hunter is a news reporter anchor in Charlotte. Lauren is a banker here in Houston.
All right.
And I'm a nurse here in the Med Center of Houston. And
She's a thriving mother.
I'm thriving.
Thriving mother, and she is an amazing. I can't even say girlfriend. Well, I want her to give herself her kudos, right? And she's sitting over there being so nice about it. You know, you are somebody.
I am.
There you go, and you're more than just a mother.
I am more than just.
Didn't you tell us that you used to bodybuild or not?
Oh, yeah.
Come on now, she is fit at 50 something years old.
I am. 50 something.
Yeah.
We don't give all of our secrets.
We don't give it all out. There you go.
It's we're twins. I'm not going to tell you.
That's
I don't work out though.
Right.
Well, ladies, y'all are quite beautiful. We're so grateful to have you on the show today. Thank y'all for showing up today. I also want to turn to the ladies behind the scenes there. Anna.
So beautiful.
Hello, Anna. How you doing?
Good, Brother Carter. I'm doing good.
Doing good.
Much
I'm
better.
glad you're doing a lot better there.
Yes.
You had a little scare there a couple of days ago. So welcome back to the set.
Yes, thank you.
And the thriving one.
Hey.
In her
She's
cool
that
girl
girl. I'm excited for today's show.
Yeah.
It's going to
All
be
right,
fun.
all right.
Yeah.
And good transition into In the Loop
Mhm.
because we have our bowling and brunch tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm so super excited for
We're
our
so
bowling and
excited.
brunch.
Yes.
We are sold out.
out.
You
Sold
know, it's
out.
just too little.
Thank you.
You should have bought your tickets if you didn't get it. Sorry.
Hey, but if you want to come anyway and just kind of cheer the people on,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need
come
hype
on
people.
We can
in.
use
'Cause
cheerleaders.
Yes.
we can, any supporters that want to come,
Mhm.
you just want to come by and just drop off some school supplies,
Yes.
we will take that too. So
That's right. That's
And
right.
don't forget, it is a nonprofit organization. Since we are talking about it,
Mhm.
you can always donate.
Always.
That's right.
every-
24/7,
That's right.
365 days a
Get that
year.
QR code up there.
Yes, you
There-
can contribute using this QR code, or if you go to lverinc.com, you'll see that donate button right at the top of the page.
Get it.
Please donate
Boy,
to a good.
put that back up there. My arms almost look like Sean arm right
Sure,
It's giving bodybuilder.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get started with our In the Loop segment. So, as you guys know, of course, we have our nonprofit. We were just talking about that. You can contribute anytime, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. Please, because we help people with disabilities, and every dollar, every penny counts.
Mhm.
And of course, we have our bowling and brunch event tomorrow. You can no longer get tickets, but as we said, you can show up and help cheer people
Yeah.
on. It's going to be at 3020 Magnum Road in Houston, Texas, at Del Mar Lanes. We're trying to beat Brother Carter, so we need
Yeah.
some hype people
Need
to
some
come
good
cheer
hype people.
everybody else on.
We
Yeah.
got to
You
take
can
him
cheer him on
down.
too, I guess, but
But
we really
we're
trying
taking
to-
him down because he has the big head and nobody.
You know, y'all some piss poor bowlers, and y'all making me the highlight.
no, he just talks so much noise, y'all. So we got to
We
take him
gotta-
down.
Exactly.
We're taking him down.
And the bowling and brunch is to help fund our school supplies drive. So even if you can't make it to bowling and brunch, if you want to make a monetary donation, or you can drop off new school supplies. We're accepting supplies until July 16th.
No. We're accepting July until the end of July now.
Until the end of July.
End of July.
So please bring your school supplies to 616 FM 1960 Road West, Suite 101. Again, you can also just make a monetary donation and we will do all the shopping for you.
yeah.
Mhm.
If you want to contribute in a more passive way, we also, if you sign into your Kroger Rewards account and use the code QH541 and put that on your Kroger Rewards, when you spend money at Kroger, it comes to us, doesn't cost
Yeah.
you anything, and you already are doing your grocery shopping.
Yeah.
You can do a double donation at Kroger with buying the supplies.
Yes.
There you
And
go.
then the
Yeah, there you
You
go.
can help us in more ways than
Mhm.
one.
Right.
And then you are listening to LV with Val Radio, of course. And how can you listen to LV with Val Radio? By downloading the LV with Val app.
Yes.
Do it. Don't forget, if you just go in the App Store or the Google Play Store and type in LV with Val, all one word,
It's gonna pop
it's going to
up.
pop right up.
Right on
We
up.
have our radio shows on there. You can listen to our shows
But do
live.
y'all have anything with Lawrence on there, Brother Carter, something? Everything is
Tasteful
Val.
and toxic.
Everything
starts
is
with
Val.
everything starts with
It starts with L.
It's
It does.
there
But
you go.
we have Tasteful and Toxic, of
There you
course.
go.
Oh, okay.
On Wednesdays at 8 a.m. We're back with season 2. So that one has been new start with that one. We have Empower Hour with Coach Anna
Yeah.
on Tuesdays at 5:30
Come get
p.m.
empowered.
We also have our VK Career Conversation. Now that goes live on our VK platform
Yes.
on once a month on a Wednesday at 10 a.m. But we also air the audio on our radio station on the first Monday at 8 a.m.
There you go.
There you go. And then, of course, me and Miss Jennifer Bond. We have a show called Journeys and Ambitions. It's on Fridays at 11 a.m. Central Time. And last but not least, if you are looking to collaborate with us in any way, whether it be advertising or you have a good idea or a show idea, but preferably advertising, please reach out to us at info@lvwithval.com, or you can call us at 832-913-1359. Our business hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 5. Give me a call, give me a ring, call me, beat me, and we'll work something out. We'll figure it out together.
If you want to reach me.
And also, if you like those shows, you too can have a show.
Exactly. Guess what number you can call? That number I just had on the screen.
There you go.
Right here, 832-913-1359, info@lvwithval.com.
Ooh, she got it all in. Out, girl.
There you go. There you go.
Now
You're pretty good at this, Abigail.
She is excellent. So now it's time for the
She's a
acronym so we
professional.
can make this show, get this show going. Come on.
Yes. So our acronym of the day is CHANCE. Chance. So the C is for ceaseless, without end.
Mhm.
H is for hard-headed, not easily moved, and stubborn.
Mhm.
A is for ardent, having a deep level of enthusiasm. N is for natural, not artificial or manufactured.
Mhm.
C is for cautious, avoiding danger. E is for exceptional, better than anything similar. And this is supposed to set the tone for our show today, which is when it's right in front of you.
your
It's
face.
right in front of you.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Sometimes you overlooking a person.
Mhm.
You look at a woman looking for a husband.
That's
A
the problem.
man
She's
looking
looking
for-
anyway. She's
A
looking.
man looking for a wife. That person can be right there in front of you, and you're looking past that person because you're looking for love in all the wrong places.
Yeah. There you go. Oh.
Searching for love in too many spaces.
And you need to just stay over here. It's
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Open your eyes.
Yeah.
So when that title came up, Jennifer, what did you think when you heard this is what we're going to talk about? What did you think?
I wasn't actually sure. I of course asked Abby and
You wanted to cheat.
yeah,
Yeah.
come on now.
Of course.
Of course.
We're all getting older. I can't remember stuff, you know. I gotta be like somewhat prepared.
That way. Yeah.
No, I wasn't sure actually if I guess we could go anyway, right?
Yeah,
If we were gonna go like I read the word opportunity.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And then I was like love opportunities, job opportunities,
Any way you want to go. It's right in your face.
you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just
That's
in
one
gen-
thing.
just
The
in
beauty
general.
about the Love and Victory show with Val, it's not
It does-
scripted at all.
That's right.
It's
And
not
we took that
scripted.
lead right into the Journeys and Ambitions. It is also not
There you
scripted.
go. There you go. So when you heard the title, what did you think, T?
I immediately reached out to Abigail.
You did. We're like, where we going with this? Huh? And did she help you out?
No, she didn't.
She wouldn't give you anything.
Nothing.
So
She
then-
said, just show up. You know, it's going to be pretty much what you just said.
Yeah.
And so I just thought any opportunity
Yeah.
in life.
In life, period.
Mhm.
Period.
Take it when you get it.
Yeah.
All right. Brother Carter,
What?
what did you think when you
I just said it.
that's what
You
you
didn't.
No, I said what did you
When it's
think?
right in front of you.
No, you didn't. You just came
Oh.
up with that then, right?
Oh.
But when you first heard the title, what was you thinking? What did you think? Like, what the hell we gonna talk about?
Well, yeah.
I know it. That's that's exactly right.
I say we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out Saturday morning.
Oh, are you good at picking up signs when sometimes we have to just? Are you good at picking up signs when someone is trying to get your attention? There's something there about a person. Are you just kind of? Can you pick it up? Can you pick up a sign? Do you pay
I picked
attention?
up a sign.
Okay.
I watched the debate the other day.
Oh, Lord.
We're getting political.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
And I did pick up the sign that, that the candidate, my preference
The subtle sign.
Has
yeah,
Alzheimer's.
something's going wrong here. And
Mhm.
and so we have to make some changes, should I say.
That's your opinion.
Yeah.
That's my
That is not the
that's
opinion
my-
of the Love and Victory
That's not the
show.
opinion
That
of
is
the Love
Brother
and
Carter.
Victory.
That's
Brother
my-
Carter.
that is
That's
my
Brother
humble
Carter's
opinion.
opinion.
That is
Okay.
my humble opinion. When it's right there in front of you, might need to make some changes right there.
Yes.
I'm
You could
just
just
saying.
you could just
That's
Remote.
an example.
There you go. Turn it off. There you go. Time to change the station.
Yeah.
All right, then. So that it's the truth. So you picked up on some signs.
Yeah, I picked
Maybe-
up on some signs because I'm concerned about these United States of America at this point.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
It's Carter's
Considering
giving America
our
today.
considering our options.
On both sides.
Yes,
Mhm.
considering our options.
Mhm.
I have a level of concern here, and
I mean, those aren't the official. Are they official?
Well, I just had
Yeah.
a thought.
You.
Come
Are
on.
you riding with Biden? Or are you jumping to Trump?
We're not talking about it.
Well,
We're not talking about that.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Oh, she's
What I won't be doing is jumping. How about that?
yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I will not be jumping, and I'm okay standing
Well.
10 toes down on that.
Yeah.
Because when someone says who they are,
Mhm.
and then they
When it's
look
right there in front of
your
And
face,
you're right in front of you.
Yeah. Come on, what we doing here?
And maybe
Mhm.
somebody needs to take the opportunity that retirement is very close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know when
Yes.
to take that
And
opportunity
I'm
to
sorry
retire.
for changing y'all show up.
We
No,
didn't change the
it's
show,
good.
did we?
No.
No, it's
No,
a good topic.
yeah.
because it's right in front of our face.
It's right in front of
When
our
it's right in front of you.
Yeah. So, and again, I think we never get political
Yeah.
on this show,
Right.
but I think it's a time and a place for everything. And
Yeah.
remember, we always say we talk about everything here.
And it is an
And
election
so,
year.
and it is an
so-
election year, and we really need to think about that. And so, for me, I really do believe, whether it's in political or it's in life or whatever it is, when
Mhm.
a person show me who they are, I believe it. I'm not gonna play that game like, oh no, but no, ain't no but.
Mhm.
When you have a lack of respect for women, people, and then you'll turn around and tell a lie,
Mhm.
and they all lie. I know a lot of the
Mhm.
politicians do, but when it's coming out of your mouth in my face, I can't turn back.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
End of that. So,
All right.
anybody
Yeah.
else?
Okay.
Well, yeah, and that kind of goes too. It's like right in front of you. Like
Yeah.
you can't escape it. There's lots of things in the world going on, whether it be wars across the
Yes.
country, or I'm sorry, across the world,
Yeah.
or anything like that. Like, you want to avoid it as much as you can, because it's like hard to think about those things. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to think about, a third world country going through something that we can't even imagine.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it is right in front of you, and sometimes things have to be addressed, even though it can be uncomfortable.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I think that really plays into what we're talking about today, like taking opportunities, like you can only avoid something for so long, but at some point it's going to hit you in the face because
Yeah.
it's been in front of you.
Yeah, and you're just avoiding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I don't want to get involved. And you said it earlier on, when we were talking earlier, that you just can't sit there and see someone being rude to someone. You're going to say something. And I think we have to stop being so passive or just turning the other cheek when we see things that are absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
And then we are making excuses for what we see. So
Yeah.
no, I'm not making excuses. I just can't do
You
it.
can't.
Mhm.
And it goes back to love for people.
You're right.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
there's a lot of rudeness in this world.
And we have to be honest. So, with that being said, do you face things head on, or are you kind of are you just kind of like going to be passive about it?
Mm-mm.
Do you usually, when the problem hits you in the face, do you deal with it, or you're like, I'm going to leave it alone, or I don't want to get involved. I don't want to be, that's just them. How do you deal with it?
Well, that's the problem. I mean, I'm not passive,
Right.
and I pretty much, I'm a direct person.
Yeah.
I guess
Yes.
that's to say.
Yes.
I'm a direct person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Jennifer, what about you?
I think I've gotten more direct, but also I have learned that not everything needs my energy.
Mm.
So
That's good.
it may come
Mhm.
across as passive, but also no response or no answer is also an answer.
Mm.
Sometimes,
Yes.
sometimes things are like, why
Mhm.
am I going to, no,
I had a why moment this week.
Mm.
Why respond to foolishness?
exactly.
I got some petty, ridiculous stuff sent to me. And I looked at it and I was like, really?
Oh my.
Really? And I said, I had to call on my village. First, I called him. He didn't answer. Then I had to call on my village. And you got to have a village.
Mhm.
And I said, check this out.
Mhm.
I didn't respond, but I felt so good afterwards for not responding
Mhm.
Yeah.
because that person really tried to get in there, but that's how she was projecting her own feelings on how she felt about herself, and she
Mhm.
went into the mud. So I agree with you.
Sometimes, when it's right in front of you, it's hard to avoid dealing with it. And so, but there are times when it's right in front of you, like Jennifer was just saying, it don't deserve your energy. I know, especially when it comes to foolishness, and especially when it comes to people trying to infiltrate your being, should I say. If you're trying to infiltrate my being in a negative way, then no, I have to put the blockers up. Even though you're right in front of me, my blockers is up, so I'm not going to let you have that space in my life. So,
Okay.
And I think, there's a good balance of like, should you put your energy towards something? Because I'm a problem solver. I'm the type of person, like, I like to fix things. I like to be very involved. But I have had to get better about doing what Jennifer said about like being like, maybe this isn't worth my energy, because if I am trying to solve the world's problems, you know what I'm saying? If I try to do that, I'm only going to hurt myself. And so sometimes I do have to like take a step back and say, I don't necessarily need to have my hand in everything.
you got to pick and choose your battles, should I say.
I learned that later in life,
Mm-hmm.
much later in life. I wish I'd have learned it sooner, because I wanted to be the fixer, or I felt like I was the fixer of everyone's problems. And that's a heavy burden to carry. And so I had to learn.
Did you like doing it?
I really did, but I had to recognize I was doing that because it was something broken. It was a need that I needed to work on within me. So coming to the rescue of other people was about something that was broken on the inside of me.
Right.
And so I really had to start dealing with that.
Not to mention, like, I think I tend to be the person that people come to.
Yes.
Right. And don't look at my life and think I have, solving problem techniques, but people feel like they can talk to me and they can trust me.
Right.
I'm going to, listen to them. And I think that sometimes when you're that person to a lot of people, you feel that obligation, right, to be that person.
And you become, you don't realize it's almost like I became a sponge for it. And just like a sponge, after a while, it gets wet, heavy, and foggy and a mess. That's kind of
and then like you're starting to get upset by situations you're not even in,
Well, you do get upset because you're taking so much of it in. And I literally had to stop doing it because it was really, I had to deal with me.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
I think bringing consciousness to when things are right in front of your face is very important, for sure. Taking that step to observe what's really in front of you, you know, because if you don't, then that's when either you're avoiding what's in front of you, then it can like just keep
spiraling out of control. Yes.
Yeah. Cause like like the story that comes to my mind is dealing with my ex-boy, where it's like the signs were right in front of me, and I'm just like quiet and observing and really discerning, like, okay, this is what he's showing me. Is it really worth it that I have to stay here? Right. If I have to be here. And then not until it's like, okay, I'm done looking at it. I'm done observing this because it's not going to change. Then I was able to, say goodbye, whatever. But it's bringing that observance of what the situation or the person is in front of you, and how the next step and whatever you decide or act is so vital, because you can stay and keep that energy in front of you, right? Even though it might be draining you, being negative, right? Everything, or it can just change your life too.
I think sometimes the hardest thing to do is address things in your family. We see things that might necessarily be right, but we'll avoid dealing with it because it's family, and I don't want to kick up any dust. I don't want to cause any problems, but you are allowing the problem to get worse.
Yeah.
At what point are you enabling
not
giving your energy to something? And I think with everything in life, there's a balance. I don't think anything in this world is black and white.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a part of you that has to face things head on, but there are some things that you maybe not ignore, but don't feed into, because, you enable certain behaviors, or, you let people treat you a certain way.
Yeah.
And like, whenever we were talking about when it's right in front of you, something like came across my mind, like how oftentimes are like either roommates or partners living together. One person like maybe does more dishes or does more laundry or something, and then they feel like they have to do it.
Stay out of
One person, because when I lived with roommates and stuff, I was usually the person to do those kinds of things. I'm like, well, it's right in front of me. I'm not gonna not do it.
Right.
But then I would feel some type of way because they weren't doing it, and so I was being hands-on and like doing the dishes because I didn't want to see it. But if I would have let go, it would have been right in front of them. Then I'm not giving them the opportunity to step up and do what's right because it's also right in front of them.
But yeah,
She gives me opportunity every day, and I still don't do it. So.
I'm not even roasting Jennifer. Because I remember one time I lived with a partner, and they were like, I did the laundry today, and I said, okay.
Yeah.
And they
cool.
and they were like,
That's your reasonable service.
right. And they were like, yeah, I did it. And I was like, cool.
Yeah.
And no, thank you. No, why would I do it every day? I let it get that way so you would eventually do it. It was in front of me, and it was also in front of you.
Yeah.
So you can, and that goes for people who like choose to see things that aren't in front of them because they don't want to address it. They don't want to deal with their problem. And that's like a way to put it in like a very literal perspective.
But I think also with that being said, what we end up doing is hurting the people that we care about by avoiding it. So because that's your makeup, that you're avoiding a situation, but you're bringing someone that you love into that situation, you're hurting them because they see it, you see it, but you don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. And one person who feels like they have to address everything, like even like with friends, like sometimes I have friends who want to hang out, but then they want me to plan everything.
No.
And I'm like, you realize this is exhausting, right? Like you could step up and take initiative with that. Yeah.
It's right in front of your face.
It's right in front of you.
Yeah.
But speaking of black and white,
Okay, here we come.
Oh,
let's
God.
get the juicy stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of black and white,
Oh, look.
I'm sure that's what you meant.
You're two attractive white ladies
Yes.
on the show, and you both
They're sisters.
been with a black man, should I say?
How do you know?
I know she's married to a black man.
Well, how do you know?
I know.
I'm going back to Jennifer.
You're making some assumptions, bro.
I'm assuming.
You assuming.
You're not wrong.
Well,
I'm just like,
So I go to Trish. When it was right in front of you, Trish, how old were you when you first dated a black man? If you don't mind me asking.
He just went right at y'all. I ain't got nothing to do. I know
Do you recall
that
the
is
first
not
time you married you dated a black man?
Sean?
Sean was the first.
Yeah, see?
Only one and only. Oh, all right. Okay, good. I know he's glad to hear that. So, have you, when it's right in front of you, do you guys go to places where it's mostly black or mostly white? How does, when you go out to a party or dancing or whatever, or going to a restaurant?
So you're
what
trying to
is your
see how
preference in
interracial
Yes.
dating. I'll help you out. What he's trying to say is,
Help me out here.
do you deal?
I'm trying to go into the narrow hole of it.
I know. So what he's trying to say is,
What am I trying to
ladies, when dating outside of your race, watch how I clean this up. When dating outside of your race, is that something that's uncomfortable, or was that just something natural? You don't see the color of someone's skin; it's who you connect with, right? So, how does your family and how does your friends, or how do you, when you decided this is the road I'm going? How did they take it?
For me and my family,
Yeah,
they took it okay.
there you go.
My friends, they took it okay because I think it's who I associate myself with.
There you go.
Because honestly, I don't really care.
Yeah.
You're a natural. You're a natural woman. So
I'm a natural.
Yeah.
I mean,
natural person.
yeah.
Because
But the
It was-
society
Right.
cares.
Yes.
right.
Still, they care.
So
Right.
how do you deal with some of the people, and Jennifer jump in, that may give you guys, you have some African American women, they may not like you dating a black
That is
man.
very true.
You understand? So we always want to look at it on the other
That's
side.
what I was
Let's
gonna
look.
say. It's
Yeah.
not just
Well,
Yeah.
it used to be a time when it was just white people would be upset. that
And that's
you would-
true.
Mhm.
And
That-
there's a story. I
Yeah.
mean, he worked in Louisiana. We went out to eat. I think it was in Denham Springs, someplace in Denham Springs. We walked into a place. We like to sit at the bar.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And
My
there,
people.
but but there was these 2 to 3 white guys sitting there, and he walks in and he says, "Hey, is anybody sitting here?" And they look over and they didn't acknowledge him.
Mhm.
So I thought, I got this.
Mm.
I said, "Excuse me, is anyone sitting here? Did you hear him?"
Mm-hmm.
And they look at me and they say, "No." And that to me,
You know,
that's racism. That's right out racism.
You knew exactly what time.
and that bothers me.
Yeah.
And then we go to, I like to hang out in urban culture.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I know I'm not sorry.
No, you're
No,
not sorry. That's what you
but
like.
we go to places there,
Mhm.
and you're right. There are Black women
Mhm.
who I feel it. Not always.
Yeah.
Because I'm well accepted too.
Yeah.
But there are situations where there are Black women who have
A problem.
a problem with, and he's a very nice looking Black man.
Mm-hmm.
And they even have approached him going to the bathroom, and have said he's told me,
Mhm.
and have said to him, "Hey," he goes, "Hey, that's my shorty."
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes, "That's my shorty, respect her."
Mm-hmm.
And
So when it's right in front of you, do you feel like you have to address things, or how
No.
do you manage yourself?
he takes care of it.
Yeah.
He respects me,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really have to. I mean,
Mhm.
and to me, I'm with him,
Yeah.
so I go home with him.
Okay.
So I don't really have to deal with that.
So
I
let's
don't
talk
care.
about the internal feelings that you might have.
Internal?
Are there some internal
sad
things
for-
that's going on inside when this happened?
Well, I'm sad because we're still to that era.
Yeah.
Like why are we not past that?
Right.
Yeah. Why
Because I had nothing to do with that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So why are you treating me?
And I don't mean harm to anybody.
Right.
I don't mean to be rude to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not that person.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I
Jen,
think
how you feel on it?
Abigail was getting ready, then I was going to come back to.
I just want to say something really. I think what a lot, and y'all know I'm chronically online. I'm always on Twitter, TikTok, all the things, right? So I see a lot of discourse about different topics and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I have dated interracially pretty much every person I've dated. So I see that kind of side of it, of that discourse online as well. And what I think a lot of the issue comes from is there are Black men out there who like white women. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with liking and being attracted and having a preference.
Right.
It's when a man feels like he has to put down black women
exactly, to be with.
in order to be attracted to the white women. And I
Yes.
think that is, and I'm not saying Sean's that way. I'm not saying that everyone is. I think there are genuine people who just like who they like, and race doesn't play a factor. But I think some people, and this goes for all races, maybe experience some like they don't like something about themselves.
And so they put down their whole race and
Yeah.
go to their extreme.
Or they have mommy issues and they're
Right.
like, well, I don't want to date somebody like my mom or
Yeah,
whatever. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So I think that plays a role in a lot of Black women and men's, anybody.
And I don't think it has
perception
just
of
to
that.
do with the Black or white. I think it has to do with the individuals. And
Yeah.
so the reason I wanted to have that conversation, Jennifer, jump in here, because a lot of times people assume a person is that way, when in fact, you didn't go after looking for, I don't think either one, I'm going to go get a Black man because I'm going to take this Black man. You just chose who you chose, or should I say it chose you?
Mhm.
he chose me.
There you go.
I mean, and you don't choose, as my son is gay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't choose who you fall in love with.
There you go. Simple. And everything as
Well, let me tell you something. It's not all necessarily black and white.
Mhm.
That some people just have issues. Period. We black and black,
Mm-hmm.
and it still become an issue
Right.
for
Right.
some people.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And I don't understand, what the hell going on with people that they just can't let people just
Be
be.
people.
my
Exactly.
upbringing was, so I grew up in Southern California, which is pretty accepting
Of everything.
Mhm.
of all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, my parents did not grow up in Southern California,
Mhm.
and they were my father particularly came from not a great area of town, and
Mhm.
he, it was segregated, very
Yeah.
segregated.
Mhm.
So the mixed relationships were very much frowned upon in my upbringing.
Mhm.
Like very much like, you don't do that.
No, you don't do that.
So I married a Hispanic man and my sister married a black man.
Oh, y'all
we gave
rebels.
him a bunch of brown grandbabies. And they absolutely love all their grandkids. And they're fine.
So
and
you
they're
brought
over.
your
They
parents
grew
on the
up,
other
right?
side.
Because it was right in front of them.
It was
And
right
they
in front of
had
their
to,
face.
You know,
Accept it.
that's kind of how I feel about a lot of things that have to be accepted, whether it be interracial dating or same-sex relationships. Sometimes if you just, when people get so in their head about it, I'm like, just do what you want to do. The people around you, most people will just accept it because they have to.
Right.
And
right.
if they don't, then they probably, you don't want them around anyway. If they're
Yeah.
so like steadfast on not like accepting something about you, something as simple as who you choose to be with,
Yeah.
who you choose to associate yourself with.
100%.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there just can't keep a marriage together at all. And they may be upset because we keep a marriage together.
I feel attacked.
And that's true.
It's the truth.
I'm just saying, and this has nothing to do with black and white. It just has to do with individuals just
All relationships have problems.
right.
Yeah.
They're just not satisfied with themselves for some
So
reason.
you want to
And
project
they
over
look
here.
at someone else and have these jealous. It's just
Yeah.
jealous.
I mean, I dislike my
insecure
white
feelings.
husband as much as I dislike my Hispanic one. So, I mean, we'll see what's up for number 3.
You're equal opportunity.
I mean, take an application.
And the father of my children is Hispanic.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
See?
but,
Yeah.
you know, so
We're
but-
equal. Us Barneses, we're equal
Wait,
opportunity.
equal opportunity.
Well, I think the beautiful thing about you ladies is that you're really showing people, stop being so closed-minded.
Yeah.
See people for who they are, and then really judge them on how they show you who they are.
Yeah.
True.
Right.
Period. You
And
know?
believe him the first time.
Believe them
Oh,
the
yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
I mean,
When
I
someone-
like to see the good in everybody, but I don't need to see, I don't need to flip the switch 10, 11, 12 times in a row.
I
Yeah.
do think you need to believe people when they tell you about themselves.
Yes.
Because, and I'm a victim of this because she's a lover girl. You know what I'm saying? She's a lover girl. And so
Recycle.
like, I don't recycle. No, you recycle.
I'm being kind to the earth. Okay.
Oh my.
But you know those like first stages, and y'all been together too long, so you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But you know in those first stages when you've been with somebody, when you
Don't shade all it up here.
when you first meet somebody in that honeymoon phase, and you start talking about like all your like vulnerabilities and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Mhm.
And usually in the beginning, that's when people tell you, I've had anger problems in the past,
Yeah.
or I have some commitment issues,
Yeah.
or whatever, and you're just like, no, but I love you, and we
And
can
so
heal
you
each
brushing
other.
past what they just told you.
Right. And then 6 months down the line, you're like, but why does this person have commitment? Why do they have anger issues? It's like, girl, they told you.
They told you in the beginning.
Yeah,
You
but you're
know?
different. It's going to be
Right.
different with you.
Right. And so
It's never been different with me.
sometimes it is right in front of you, and you have to like listen to what people take, because people tell themselves all the time.
Yes.
And you take it as like, oh, they're just
I
whatever.
could change them
But
or
see,
something.
that's a cut the crap moment right there you just spoke of.
Not to me.
No, not to
Okay.
you
Yeah.
per se, but stop
Maybe a little.
thinking you're going to change somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Too many people go into relationships thinking that, okay, you was like that with that person, but I'm going to make it better. You're just going to change with me. No.
Yeah.
That's an advanced age lesson, sir. I feel like these girls need to learn it themselves, just like we had to.
Sir.
Go ahead and think you're going to change that, man, girls. Go for it.
And keep it 100%. Keep it
Yeah.
honest with each other.
Yes.
You
Be
know?
honest.
That's half the
battle.
Yeah.
men's and women's battles. They don't keep it honest.
Just be honest.
Just be honest.
Yeah. I think
What you're bringing to the table. Be honest.
one of the things that we always try to do, whether we got to get to the end, but we're going to tell the truth. We're going to tell each other the truth, even if the truth starts out ugly. When we get on the other side,
Mhm.
we're going to be okay. We're going to tell the truth. Tell me the truth. I may not want to hear it. I may not like it, but I need to know. And he has my back, so I want to hear it from you.
That is amazing.
The
Yeah.
key there.
Tell me the truth.
Yeah. The key there is telling,
Yes.
communicating,
Yes.
telling each other what you need, what you feel, everything.
And it doesn't always
very true.
feel good.
Yeah.
But you got to do it.
Yeah.
You got
And
to
it's not always negative. I don't know how much time I'll make this really quick.
Okay.
But my parents got divorced when I don't remember them being together.
Mhm.
So at some point when I, was an adult, I actually went to they've now been married several times, whatever.
Yeah.
I went to them and said, so why did you, divorce my dad? Why did you divorce my mom?
Mhm.
And they both gave me very like the same story, right?
Right.
From their perspective.
Mm.
And at the end, neither one of them wanted to get divorced, but they thought the other one did.
No communication.
And
Wow.
that has stuck in my brain since that day, that I will embarrass myself and risk rejection so that I don't ever wonder what if I
Someone
would have
else
said
would think.
something, or what if I would have spoken up? Because neither one of them spoke up, and they both told me this story about how, well, she did this, which she didn't love me anymore. Well, he did this, and I was just trying to get his. I was like, oh, y'all really didn't tell.
Y'all didn't talk to each other.
Did not tell each other.
Wow.
No,
I
this is
think-
way later, of course, but
And when we first talked about when it's right in front of you, I thought about relationships. Like, how many times are people in a long relationship, and maybe things aren't as like spicy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe things are just becoming more common, and you're kind of going through the motions. And then how many times does that person like maybe cheat or leave the relationship because the grass looks greener on the side? Meanwhile, their soulmate was right in front of them the whole time. They weren't putting their energy into that, because it's easier to put your energy into something
Something else. Yeah.
the grass is
exciting.
green where you
It's
water
fresh.
it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But
That's a good one.
it takes more energy to put something
Put some work
energy into something that is already
there with you.
there. Yeah.
Very
Well,
good.
I'm a nurse.
Mhm.
And I see many patients, and they come in, they've been married. I say, who's with you today? Oh, my wife. And I say, oh, how long you been married? 60, 50 years. What's your secret? Communication.
There it is.
You got to communicate and hard work.
And hard work.
And 9 times out of 10, they'll say, in God.
Yeah.
Gotta
You know,
have God in there.
You got to have God.
People don't understand in relationships, in order for a relationship to last, you got to talk. And sometimes the talking, and I always want to say, it doesn't always start off pretty. It doesn't. Sometimes our conversations, that little thing becomes this big thing, but then at the end, it becomes so small, and we've gotten past it, but we got it out. And I think holding stuff in and just not talking about it, that's where the problem, and that's where you end up walking away.
You hold resentment.
Yes.
And you start acting away towards that person. When you
Yes.
feel like icky about a person, even if it's someone you love and you care about, you're going to start being a little more aggressive with the way you close the door, or just the way you speak to them, or whatever. And then that's going to translate. Now you're treating them poorly because you're not addressing what you wanted to address.
One of the things that I love, and I know this is kind of, it's right in front of my face. Okay.
It's right in front of
your
Right in
face.
front of you.
One of the things I love about Lawrence, he can pick up
tell.
He can pick up on my energy when I'm not talking. He has no problem with saying, "Hey, babe, what's going on?" Because I'm gonna just go inward with it until I explode. So I love the fact that you notice that something's off with me, and he always says, "Hey, what's going on?"
And so I'm listening, and I'm looking at everybody saying communication. But good communication comes with trusting your partner.
There you go.
And when you do not trust your partner, you tend to have negative communication more often than
Because you don't believe, they may be communicating, but you don't believe it.
you don't believe it.
Yeah,
And
like,
then
sure,
you're just
whatever you
over,
say.
you're over communicating, and two walls coming together, and it's like a magnet in between that would not allow you to just
Get together. Come together.
trust.
We always love that honeymoon phase, right? We just want to go for that high intensity dopamine hit, right?
Right.
But I'm looking at you guys, and it's like when you do the work and you spend time with somebody, like your body language, he knows what's wrong with you.
Yes.
If somebody like taps, go, oh man, she doesn't like that. Like you guys know looks.
You just pick
everything. If he does a little certain limp, it's like, oh, his back hurts again. What you know what I mean?
She
Like
hit me on the leg. That means shut the hell up.
that's kind of universal.
You're well trained.
But you do it. That's the key.
Sometimes he does. Sometimes he doesn't. And that's when things start getting. You know
Oh,
what I mean? Like,
Wouldn't you all really come on, let's be real. Wouldn't you all rather have that than the dopamine hit from the new cute whatever
Yeah.
down the street.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have somebody who knows me, who can tell that I need more coffee right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Than I- you know, that
Yes.
No,
knows.
it's like if you like move your eyes a certain way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone who really loves
Or
you.
if I bounce, go, I gotta go to the bathroom. You know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Because
you want that
at the end
person
of
who
the
knows
day,
like that.
There's always going to be someone look better,
Mhm.
talk better,
Yes.
dress
Has more
better.
money.
has more- Yeah, it's
Yeah,
always
it's
going
gonna
to
be
be someone
something.
to the
Yeah.
left or to the right. It's always going to impress you more than what's right in front of you.
Yeah.
But guess what? There's always something better than that person.
Yes.
I mean, you
Yeah.
know, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
So you need to put the work in where you're at.
Yeah.
And if it's at a point that it's nothing else there, then you make the decision to move on.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
but you got to put the work in.
But-
Yeah, you put the work
So
in.
my
you notice.
advice
Mhm.
would be stop looking to the left and to the right
Come on now.
Mm.
and just pay attention to what's right in front of you.
And with that being said, we're gonna bring the audience in and let's go to those Q&As.
Yes. So these people were actually, these first two questions were asked at the very beginning of the show. I think people were really excited for this topic.
Yes.
So Peter Jasper on YouTube said, did you have any opportunity in the past which turned your life into the present? So I think what they're trying to say is like, is there something that happened, like a specific moment that happened that like changed your life and made it what it is today?
Yes.
Like an opportunity that you took or a chance that you took, or
I'm gonna let somebody else take that.
maybe you stepped outside your comfort zone and did something and now.
T, you got this.
Mhm.
Me?
Was it any? Yeah, come on, T. What you think? Let's answer this for Peter.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I was 273 pounds.
Come on now. Mhm.
And worked with a guy. He told me I could never compete on stage
Wow.
and look like a 20-year-old.
Mm.
So I started Weight Watchers,
Mhm.
and I was 36 years old. I wish I had pictures to show you, but
Mhm.
put up. But got with a trainer. He was from Florida, and I asked him the same question. He said, "Absolutely, we can get you here."
Mm.
So
200 and what?
73 pounds.
Wow.
My.
And I started when COVID hit, actually, and a little bit before when COVID hit, and I'd lost like 100 pounds, and then I was about 273, I believe. I'm at 173 when I met with my trainer, and started in the gym. And he said, "You gotta, if you put in the work, we can get you there."
Wow.
Mhm.
So I went to the gym twice a day, started my meal planning, and I went from a size 18 to a size 2.
My.
And I have pictures to prove it. And
Wow.
it's unbelievable.
Putting
the
in-
change, putting in the work. And
You look
so
like that lady on the commercial, that Jenny lady too.
I look like a well, Jenny. But I mean, and that was something, it was personal for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was like one of those, hold my beer and watch me, I'm going to do this.
Yes.
And do you know that I sent that guy pictures when I competed.
Yeah.
And although I was NPC, I was all natural. So I knew I wasn't going to take first place, second,
Right.
third.
Mhm.
I got fourth and sixth place in a competition in Florida.
But that was first place for you.
That was first place.
Yeah.
Sixth place.
So
you
Seventh
took-
place would have been first for
You
me.
took this
Oh,
negative
Getting on stage was
comment.
first
Yes.
for me.
Yes. There
You
you go.
took a negative comment that a guy made
Mhm.
and made you to the present individual you are today.
And
Amazing.
at 49 years old, I wanted to do it before I turned 50.
Wow.
And I'm 50. What am I, 52?
Something.
I'm 52.
Wow.
I don't care.
Wow.
I'm 52. And I did it before I turned 50
Wow.
and in Florida. And
Amazing.
actually, that's where I met Sean in the gym, like almost 40
Did
years
you
ago.
ever see this guy again that told you you couldn't?
she sent him a picture.
I sent him a picture.
You did?
I worked with him, and you know his response was,
Wow.
he said, I sometimes tell people that just so to see what they would do.
Oh, he's a
with it."
liar.
I said the same
He's a
thing.
liar.
Yeah.
He's a liar. Instead of him saying, you know,
So he want to take credit.
Yeah,
for
He
being
didn't take.
motivation.
He didn't get that credit.
Yeah.
He didn't get that credit.
Yeah.
But anyway, and I did it, and I, you know, I thought I would continue to compete, but I changed jobs anyway.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's
Major.
awesome.
Jen, y'all don't even know how I'm going to go there.
What?
Jen has put the work in too. Look at her. It's girl, you look good.
What are you talking about?
You look great. You look great, and even myself. So when I see women taking control of your life, taking control of
you was
yourself.
200 something too.
Yeah. Actually, we're running parallel lives here, the Barneses.
Yeah.
We're wearing the same
Yeah.
outfit.
Yes.
We're clean.
I mean, I almost blow dried my hair straight today. I didn't. I mean,
I'm just really proud when
I did not do it the very healthy way she did.
But here's what I'm going to
you
say.
did it.
But you took accountability. You didn't like something about yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and you said, "You know what? I'm going to change it."
Mm-hmm.
And people don't understand when a person is not happy with themselves, you're projecting everything out there on someone else, and you're hurting yourself. So you guys took control of your life,
Yeah.
and you said,
That's it. Outside, I think that especially,
no."
I don't know if it's an age thing, but I mean, we're close to the same age.
Yeah.
There was a lot of emphasis on. Also, I grew up in Southern California. Maybe that has to do with it too. There's a very big influence on, as a girl, your outward appearance,
Mm.
and I was cognizant of it at a super, super young age.
Oh, wow.
So it would, but it took me till I turned 50
To understand.
to really like love the
You.
not
The
the
person
the
in the
inside,
mirror? Yeah.
and to really get to know
Oh.
myself,
Yes.
and that
yes.
I didn't know what that meant for so long, and then I did it. I
Mhm.
had a catalyst moment where I'm like, okay, maybe I have not ever hurt anybody, maybe I'm a nice person and this and that, but I'm attracting the same BS into my life.
Yes.
So I need to figure out
What's
about
going on with me.
myself is Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do I see what's in front of my face?
Yeah, there you go. All right, we got a couple more out there we're going to take, and then we're
Yes.
going to.
So this one is from Richard on Facebook. Says, did you ever need to sacrifice an opportunity for your family? Like maybe you had to turn down something for the sake of your livelihood or maybe your kids.
Yeah. Don't come messing with my family, because I don't care if you're a family. I'm not dealing with you. If you can't respect what I have here,
What's the sacrifice?
the sacrifice, I'll just put it right out there. Y'all know I tell the
Jail
truth.
time.
No, I've always been a daddy's girl. And my daddy is my everything. He was my everything, Lord rest his soul. But there was a journey with Lawrence, and, we get together, break up, get together. And we got back together one time, and my dad came to visit. And he didn't even, you're in his house, and you didn't even want to acknowledge him. And I said, no, you're not going to come in our home and be disrespectful to him. You can go. And so that was huge for me. I had to stand up for what I believed in. And my dad and him were like that. But that moment changed how my dad saw him. So,
Good for you.
that was what I had to do. I had to sacrifice the possibility of never having a relationship with my dad because
Well, then he became an extension of you.
Yes.
Instead of
Yeah.
separate.
All right, that's good.
all righty.
Now this is our last question.
I don't want to do a question. I want to hear a comment. No, I'm just teasing.
Oh, okay. Pablo says, just a pure question. And this was when we were talking about the interracial dating stuff.
Yes.
If a white boy likes white girls more than black girls, that'll be racism in others' eyes. But what if a black guy likes white girls more than black girls? What will that be called?
That sounds
I
like
think either one of them
That
is
sounds
racist.
like a riddle. I don't think it has to do anything with being racist. That's
I don't
just what
think
you
either
like.
one of those-
Yeah.
I don't think it's racist at all. Like I said, I think it turns to a point of racism when you have to put other people down to uplift what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what you like.
Like what
If you like if you're attracted to black people, white people, Indian people, Asian people, whatever.
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But don't put down everybody else. Just like what you like and be
Everybody have reasons for doing what they do.
Yeah.
There's a background to
Everything,
everything
that you
that
do.
we do in life.
Yeah.
That one person may like white women because he don't want to.
Or he's just
he don't
attracted
want to
to it.
argue
maybe he
with a
grew up
black
in the
woman.
burbs with a bunch of white people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's also like who you're surrounded
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
too.
And
That's your
what I'm saying.
environment.
It has all
Yeah.
kind of different
Reasons.
I have-
reasons why.
I had the comment with her, it's like, oh, well, you really like Hispanic men. Like,
Mm.
look around. I'm in Southern California.
Mhm.
This is northern Mexico right here. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. There's a huge Hispanic community, you know. So it's like, I like who I like.
There you go.
I didn't go after that, you know.
Even the show 90 Day Fiance, there's a lot of people who like they're attracted to American people because that's what they see on TV.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, all of media is pretty much American, mostly white people, but there's obviously other, you know, the media is more like broad these days, but you know, that's what, you know, you like what you see, you go for it. Yeah.
Can you get some of those comments up here and then we're going to just read them through real quick?
Yes. So in the beginning of the show, Stephanie said, when someone shows you their true colors, don't try to repaint them. I'm not jumping either.
Right.
And then
I think we were talking about Biden and Trump.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry about that.
That's a good one.
Just trying to be funny.
Someone said on YouTube, something Jen said, as a school administrator, it is a must that I take a long pause to respond to ensure that my next action is diplomatic.
There you go.
This one I was talking about roommates and dishes and laundry and stuff. Caesar said your roommate must have high patience.
I do.
And then Stephanie also said, people only change for themselves. If they change for you, it's temporary.
There you go.
I liked what Karen said here. She said, a leopard never loses its spots, or its tiger never loses its stripes.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You're always going to be what you're going to be.
You are who you are.
Yeah.
Most of the comment. Oh, and then we'll read one last one from
She
Benny.
just had to let you know she was on.
Oh, that's my baby.
Communication is like the secret potion.
There you
Solve
go.
all problems.
Yes.
Communication.
Hey, Karen, thanks for checking in this morning.
Is that your friend?
Yeah, it's actually my husband's co-worker. I was just talking to her
Aw.
yesterday, and I said, girl, I haven't seen you on the show in a while. What's going on? So she wanted to let me know this morning. I'm in the house. All righty, final thoughts. Well, we've come to the end of the show, and I have absolutely enjoyed it. But I'll wrap this thing up at the end, and I'm going to start with Anna. And I'm going to ask you, Anna, what did you get out of the show, and what do you want to leave the people with?
Oh, I love when we talk about when things are right in front of our face, because we need to bring consciousness when things are right in front of our face. And I want to remind everybody that our communication comes from our family first, from our household. Remember, we reflect the communication patterns of our parents. So realize that, observe that, and if you know that they have a bad communication, then you know, and like, be responsible now for your own communication with yourself and with the people around you, for sure. Yeah, I think I want to touch on that one because it goes back to what we talked about in Tea in the Streets. Who knows what that girl was having in at home that maybe her mother could not communicate properly to how to like just see the signs of predators or like exactly. Yeah. I think 100%. That's what I leave with. Yeah.
All right. And Abigail.
I really like this conversation. I kind of like the ones that can go different directions, and I like that we took it different directions. Because you know, really, what we talked about is just seeing what's right in front of you and not looking past. Like and I think as humans, and with the rise of like mental illness and stuff like that, or like the attention to it, I think it's easy to see things that you don't have. Right? I don't have $1 million. I don't have a Ferrari. I don't have XYZ. But I think what this episode really encompasses is gratitude and paying attention to what you have and being grateful for what you have. Like your thought of the day, your cup is full.
My cup is full.
And sometimes that's all you have is a full cup. At least
it's something in it.
At least you have something. Yeah.
There you go. And then, of course, Jennifer, what did you get out of the show, and what do you want to leave the people with?
I just think that if we're better with ourselves, like the better we are within ourselves, the more we can see what's in front of our face faster.
Oh, I like
not
that.
Trying to deny anything or not negative self-talking.
Yeah.
I had years ago that job opportunity. I interviewed super well. And then they came back and said, well, you didn't get the job, but Val would like you to apply for this job. It required a degree that I didn't have.
Wow.
And I didn't apply.
You didn't apply because you talked yourself out of it.
It's my life's regret, because maybe Val was saying, I thought you were so great. I'm about to give you this job.
Even though you don't have a degree.
Even though you don't have it, because you impressed me.
Right.
I will never know.
Wow.
But I'm just saying, like, I think the more you get to know yourself and you're positive about yourself, you will see what's in front of your face easier.
I love that. 100%.
Don't let that regret get the best of you.
Right. And then, of course, T. What do you want to leave the people with, and what did you get out of the show?
Jennifer's comment really resonated with me.
Yeah.
Because we're
Don't-
twins.
Yeah. her energy comment.
Yes.
Like don't waste your energy on certain things.
Yeah.
That doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
And then take every opportunity that you can in life.
Mhm.
Not just relationships, not just
Right.
but just in life. If it, positive, and make every negative, wake up every morning and try to make every negative a positive.
Wow.
Yes.
100%. And Brother Carter.
Hey, when it's right in front of you, just do it. Often we look at ourselves and we say things that we need to change, we need to do better, or whatever the case may be. It's right in front of you. You see what you need to do. You know what you need to do. Now it's just time to act on what you need to do. So,
Wow.
so when it's right in front of you, just
Make a list.
act.
Just do it.
Yes.
All righty then. Well, I want to say I have absolutely loved this conversation. T, thank you so much for coming on set for the first time. I hope we made you feel welcome.
Absolutely.
I know
Say
you-
her name one time.
T.
Trecia.
She said
Call
her
her
friends
T,
call her T. I'm calling her T.
Friends, there you
And
go.
we're friends, and I'm calling her T.
All right.
Thank you so much. I know this won't be the last time that we see your lovely face. Jen, all I can say is you are my sister from another mother. And thank you so much for always being here when we call on you.
Can I say one thing for you in the show?
Sure.
I'm a
This
beef
when it's right in front of you, I didn't know what the hell we was going to talk about today. But I'm so glad that we were able to navigate our way through it. I'm so happy to have Barnes and Barnes on the show today. and we do appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedule and coming out here this morning to hang out with us. So thank you.
All right, Brother Carter.
All right.
You was not gonna let me close out without you telling
I'm
them
gonna
that.
let you close.
No, without you saying it. I
Oh, yeah.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. Again, ladies, you guys are amazing. I'm thankful to God that you are in my life. And Jen, you've raised an amazing daughter. Thank you so much for just
I'm the image of myself.
yeah, there you go. And to my amazing team once again, thank you guys so much. And the Carter crew out there, you guys,
Amen. That's
you
not
are
forget about
amazing.
That crew out there.
That Carter crew.
Give it up for the crew out there.
Yes. That crew out there. I love you guys. I love you all. And again, you can catch us every Saturday morning on LV with Val from what time we get started? 8 a.m. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. every Saturday morning. Until next time.